This is probably the fairest one. If it's a sprinter tier list, though, I'm just outclassed. I know he made one. He outclasses me in every book. Like, I can't even, like, talk against it, bro. Like, that kid plays that shit religiously. He's been in Koa. Oh, I also been to a Koa qualification, so I think I'm pretty qualified, alright? So, S tier. Mercenary. Yeah, he can eat a hit, but reason he's here, right? It's fair. He's got 3 elbow pads and he can go across the map and save. Piss easy, right? Journalist, absolutely broken, right? Her utility with, like, what? Would she have 4 little boys or something? Is that 4? Am I right?
She has 3 for pallets, 1 for saving.
Okay, so 4, basically. She has 4 little boys, because she can transfer her save to a pallet.
Yeah, she can.
Busted, broken, insane. Hunter doesn't get presents. She's broken. You can't tell me otherwise. And the range to summon her little boy is disgusting. It's long. It's almost always a guaranteed rescue with Journalist. Antiquarian, everyone knows she's broken, dude. I think it's like 24 seconds of stun for the entire stick. 12 for like half. You know what I mean? Not only that, but she basically has, like, guaranteed dodges of, like, she can jump over shit, so that means she doesn't get terror shocked. Like, that's broken. She has a speed boost, insane. Entomologist, you cannot, like, argue. She's actually broken. She's been broken. She's literally faster than most hunters. Her combo is infinite. Her item degradation is, like, virtually non-existent unless the hunter hits it. Her literal item goes from a slow to a solid if she uses it. Like, that's so dumb. I don't know. Super easy to play, super easy to learn, and, like, she's just disgusting. She's disgusting. Cheerleader, she's great. Like, I don't know. If you're solid at her, and you know not to back-to-back use your, like, fucking, your speed boost, she's an insane kiter. She could be a good rescuer. She is a good rescuer. And then she has solid support, which gives her teammates speed boosts. And those speed boosts, honestly, are like a game changer. Even if, like, you get a massive slow at the end, like, it helps you reach pallets that you can just instantly drop. And then, yeah, she gets a fucking, like, a heal or a second chance or whatever, but, like, more than likely you're not gonna get to that point, so, I mean. Prospect is insane. Recharging ability with a speed boost and a heal buff. Plus, whenever you pop calibrations, like he gets more calibrations, right? I'm not tripping, right?
I think they got... I don't know. I thought they got rid of that.
Did they? I don't know. But, like, even if they got rid of it or he kept it, he just has a bunch of utility. Like, it's just dumb. I know they reduced his healing, but, like, still, it's free healing buff for no reason. Like, it makes no sense to his character. Like, what? Why does he have a healing buff? Like, that's not even part of his fucking lore. Like, what? Like, come on. Anyways, Priestess, portals are insane. They're broken. I just think Prospect is higher than Priestess because you can do more with Prospect than... Wow. This could be edited, honestly. This could be swapped. This could be swapped. They're still both pretty good. Doesn't matter. They're in S tier. Seer, the ability to block an entire hit whenever you want is crazy. Acrobat, I think he's just one of the best kiters in the game. He has 3 balls that each do a different thing that you can, like, use for
and you can get double in
different situations. Yeah. You get double balls. You just have to do something to get it, obviously, but, like, even then, each ball does a specific thing that you can, like, use for that situation if, like, you actually want to play the game. And then First Officer, he's just a guaranteed rescue. Like, actually.
I like how they say that every character in S tier gets countered by Patroller. You do know Antiquarian can hit Patroller and cancel it? You do know Acrobat can ball and cancel the Patroller? Like, are you good?
I mean...
Are you good?
Okay, you can say that about any character, though. Like,
every character can kite out Patroller,
like, any character can kite it, or they can fucking, like, bro,
yeah.
If you shock someone with Prisoner, like, it cancels Patroller. Like, what? Like, it doesn't matter. I put these here because they're just so useful. They're so fucking useful. And the probability of doing something that you want to do is guaranteed. That's why they're up here. Their utility is insane. They're just overall useful to the team. Like, it's good. And then the A tier is a little more sloppy. Psychologist, she's insane because she has a global heal. And if you're like a decent kiter, like you can 3-cipher kite guaranteed, actually. Like genuinely. And then there's that stupid ass niche trick where if you die and you still have a little bit of heal, you basically have full health. You know what I mean? Like the bar goes low enough, but it doesn't go so low to where like it's considered like a half health state. What's up, Javid? And then we have Gravekeeper, who's absolutely bonkers insane. He's just a good rescuer, bro. He's just so good. He can kite, he can guarantee eat a hit, and then still get the chair. Like, he's just good. And he cucks a lot of, like, hunters, too. I think forward's just always going to be, like, solid. He's solid. It just depends on how you use the ball and, like, how you read the situation. It takes more brains, but he's just good. Batter, same thing. I think he's a good kiter. I think he's a good harasser. He could still do his ball trick, even though they nerfed it. Hunter tier list? Maybe tomorrow. Or second session. Cowboy, he's just easy to play. He's a harasser, he's a kiter. Rescuer, he's just good. He's solid. I think he's a solid character. Patient, also solid character. The fact that you can cover... He's basically like a shittier merc, but like he can cover a lot of ground. Like, it's crazy. Javid, much love, man. Thank you for the follow. He's just...
Javid37363 is now following.
He's just a weaker merc, basically. But, like, Patient's just so good. Like, he's actually good. Like, he's good at kiting. Guaranteed rescue. Like, people would use him all the time for rescuing. I think Weaving Clown's really good because, like... Good kiter. Solid rescuer. His ability's kind of hard to use, but at the end of the day, like, if you know how to use it right and you position properly, like, he's just insane. Good utility. Good utility. Composer should be lower because of that new Kurashiro gaming video, but, you know, whatever. Dakota with a speed boost. Solid. A total of, what, 20% decoding speed? One of the highest ones in the game. There you go. I like female... I don't know if I should, like, swap these two. Doesn't fucking... Dude, it doesn't matter. He's an A tier. He's good. Female dance is good because slow boxes are busted right now. Well, they've always been busted, honestly. Embalmer's actually good at the game. He's actually good. He has like if you're first kite with Embalmer, like it's over. If you're like decent, you can save yourself so your team can just like keep decoding for like a guaranteed tie. And that's what a lot of them do if you do chase an Embalmer. Like, they'll just waste so much time and then rescue themselves so your team can finish 3 ciphers. And then by the time you're dead, your team just gets a tie because they have to do 2. We'll talk about Doctor later. Toy Merchant, she's super good. It's kind of niche, though, because, like, you have to set it up. And that's the hard part. Like, if you don't know the setups, you're just kind of fucked. But, like, if you got the setups down, that's good. And then she can give someone, like, an item. And if she wants, if God wills it, no one really does it. But if you look through a chest, you can give someone else a different item. And then stack a total of, like, 3 of them, plus hold 1, I think. Barmaid, she's a healer with a speed boost. Kind of nutty. Coordinator, guaranteed 4-second stun if you're not brain dead. Fire Investigator is really good. I think he's super balanced out of all the characters. Not only that, he has no downsides. He gets a buff for harassing. That's what I like to do. Is like when Lamb was kiting today, like I would come support because there's actual value for support. So the chances are is like I support, she gets away, she gets like from a bad position to a better position because of the ball, and because I harassed, I get bonus decoding speed. So it's just worth for me to harass, even if I don't finish my cipher. And that's why, honestly, I just kept doing it. I did it like 3 games in a row. Because I was just like, oh, like, I'm literally not losing anything. Like, she gets an extra rebound to her original, and I just get decoding. And even if I take a hit, it doesn't matter because I still have decoding speed. It stacks on top of, like, you know, accelerated if we get to that point. Perfumer, she can take 3 hits. She's honestly really solid. And if you're doing, if you're a 2-story Andy, and you like doing tricks, Leave one up there. It's literally free kiting time, and her perfume lasts so long. It's actually ridiculous. Postman's insane because he gives buffs. Buffs are always good. And I think his buff affects gate, right? Like his decoding.
What?
Lamb.
Repeat?
Does postman decoding letter affect gate?
You literally have a hope letter that increases gate opening.
Okay, so yes, that's all I need. Just a yes. That's literally all you have to do is say yes, alright? I don't need a monologue.
Smile.
I love her, guys. Yeah, Postman's good. He's just good. He's actually good. Like, you just give buffs to your team when you need them. If, you know. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good. And I have a Postman main here.
Literally, I'm a Postman
Tracy's
main.
literally V. Tracy's literally V. Ah! Kitty, get out of here.
I literally main Postman. I know how good he is.
Magician, I put him in A because he's a good kiter. He's a good kiter. I like him because you can literally drop his ghost or whatever on a pallet and you don't have to waste that pallet. Like, that alone in itself for you to like continue your kite or just dropping that shit is good enough to me. You literally save a pallet. You can save a god pallet until you really need it. He also gets like he goes invisible after a rescue, which is like a chance to basically like go for a rebound. It's a chance. It's like not guaranteed, but it's a chance, you know, compared to a lot of the characters that don't get the chance. He does get the chance. Little girl, she's solid. I think she's really solid, in my opinion. Like, doesn't look like it, doesn't feel like it, but like if you actually use your brain, she can be really good. Like, I think what Lamb kited today, and then I went to go pick her up, and I ran off with her as fire investigator, and then her kite was extended. Right? You can just do that. You can still do it. They nerfed it on chair, but if it's like a first kite, people still do it because there's no downside to it. And
yeah,
then,
the only issue is that Lucky kicked me off. Smile.
okay, that's because my buttons. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Smile.
And then Lawyer's A, regardless whether he's up here or up here, he just does the same thing. It doesn't matter. He doesn't get found first unless like, you know, Hunter's goaded. Decoding's always good. He's Lawyer, bro. He's literally Lawyer. Whether it's 15 or 20, he still decodes pretty fast. He can be slightly faster than some Hunters, not all of them. I wouldn't say most, but like a couple. He's good. He's good. It doesn't really need an explanation. If your weakness is being found first all the time, Lawyer's like your best pick, bro. He's literally your best pick. And if you like have some sense of like rotations, they literally can't touch you. Alright, B tier, mechanic. I know some of you guys are gonna like tear my ass into, but I don't care. She's good. Believe it or not, she's solid. She's not the GOAT. She's not what she once was, but she's still good. Like, drop your bot, don't get found. You get caught first, your bot is insanely good at decoding. Like, it is what it is. You can use your bot to body block if you want. It's niche as hell, but I mean, still good. She's good. She's still good, like, but, you know, that a lot of her, like, potential relies on her bot, and that's why she's B tier. Like, she's still good. Enchantress, it's Enchantress, bro. She cucks a lot of hunters. She suffers against Chip, but, like, at the end of the day, she's Enchantress. Like, that, she's good. She's solid. I wouldn't say she's goated, but she's still good. Prisoner's B. He's, like, a high B for me. Just because I feel like he's a really good, like, he's a rescuer. Yeah, he's a rescuer, guys. He's a decoder with an extra chance, you know what I mean? Like, if you whiff really hard on your kite, his shock lets you, like, kite a little longer. And even then, you can, like, help other people, like, decode their cipher, which is pretty good. And he gets a buff for helping other people, so it doesn't affect him too much. He's not the best, but, like, you know, if you're beginner as hell, like, he's pretty good. He's goated, honestly. And then you can, like, you can buy time for your team with his utility. You know, you can make the hunter drop. you know, drop shock and then like hug the hunter to like hit you instead of the person who's dying. Posty's not F tier. Stop your yapping. Thief, he's good. He's niche. Most of these B tiers are just niche. That's what it is. It's just niche. This is a niche tier. Compared to like A and S, where like they're more viable in terms of like how to use your ability and like skill. These are more so niche. So like you need to hit someone with a fucking flashlight for it to actually work, and sometimes you're not even gonna hit the entire thing. I don't know. Gardner's like good, but I don't know. I think a lot of like high tiers overhype her, in my opinion. They overhype the hell out of her.
I'm the one that raised Gardner higher, just so you know. He was gonna put Gardner lower.
She's giga overrated. Like, oh, bro, she gets bubble. Okay, is that it? Is that it? She gets bubble, and then she has to look through a chest. Like, yeah,
she's able to break chairs.
She can break chairs, but like
well.
any solid, like, decent hunter's gonna be like, oh, she's gonna do this. Like you have to be in that position. You know what I mean?
Well, you can make it that they don't chair
and that's
on
what,
the cipher.
But that's what makes it niche. You are depending on your teammate to position himself properly to fully utilize Gardner.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's niche, but she should be higher. That's what I'm saying. Like, she deserves that spot. Like,
I'm not saying she's bad. Yeah, no, I'm not saying she's bad. She's good, but like, I wouldn't place her any higher.
Yeah, same.
Because you're relying on other people to position themselves for that.
I think she's in a good spot right there, though.
And then, and you could make the argument to be like, oh, forward, you need to position yourself for forward. Okay, but like, you don't like, the positioning for forward is a lot easier to get than the positioning for Gardner, because he can throw you at walls or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you have to rely on like RNG for Gardner if you want to like do the chair shit right. I don't know. She's good, but she's again a lot more niche than whatever's up here. Lucky guy. Honestly, I think he's solid. He's super solid. B's solid. He's solid. There's not much to say about him. Like, yeah, you get a gun. Yeah, you can perfume it. You can like style the way you want. But if like you get you order a gun and then you get a syringe, like, come on, bro. He's good, but I wouldn't say he's the GOAT. Aeroplanus, ever since his nerf, I think he was definitely A, but now he just went down to a B because the nerf actually like cut him really hard. Like, the distance isn't as what it used to be, but he's still solid. Like, extra decoding, guaranteed rescue, guaranteed kite, like, but it's just not, the power ain't there, you know what I mean? And I played him a lot. It's just like, the change is insane. I'm sure he'd place higher. I'm sure he places higher, but like, I don't know. I feel he's B tier from what was before to now. Puppeteer, he kind of just kills himself, honestly. I don't know. I don't like that he kills himself, but he could be a really great time waster. But for that to happen, like, again, he's niche because you have to be first kite, and more likely you're just not gonna be first kite unless the hunter's that confident in himself. Painter, he's really good. I think he's really good, but like, he's only really good if you get first kite, or you get like lucky enough to see the hunter to like get your painting, because if you don't see the hunter all game and you know you're at one cipher left and you're the one to pop, you have literally no ability. Like he's good, you just have to get his ability, but like, again, he's niche. You have to put yourself in that position, and sometimes you won't even get his face when you walk up to the hunter, so then you just wasted time. The Novelist is, he's good. He's solid. I mean, he can be really annoying, but again, it's niche. Super niche. You have to put yourself in the position to fully utilize him. Like, he's good, like, if you're harassing with a bunch of people, he's insanely good. He'd be fucking S tier, honestly. But that isn't always going to be the case, you know what I mean? A lot of the games aren't like that. Professor's solid. I mean, I'd play some B. B's fair. B's fair. Solely because, he's just Professor, bro. It's, if you land the scale, you land the scale. If you don't, you don't. You could drop a fucking, you could drop a thing and you get like a couple on the map, but at the end of the day, like, there's not really much you can do with him, you know? Wildling, all he is just a guaranteed rescue in my opinion, and like, maybe you could place him higher because he's like good at like harassing and doing all that. But you have to think to yourself, like, am I gonna be in, like, is the person, like, if you're wildling, is the person you're playing with gonna position themselves for you? Most of the time they're not, right? Most of the time they're not, and like, you get a guaranteed rescue, but it's just, again, super niche. Honestly, it's fair, he's good. You ever, like, shut up? Fuck you. I mean, frick you, huh? Doctor, I haven't seen a lot of doctors. I'm sure she's good, but, like, even with her buff, but, like, I don't know, there's better alternatives, that's all I'm saying. Like, why would you play doctor when you could just play psychologist or barmaid? Like, if you're gonna meet up with someone, barmaid. If you need a global heal, psychologist. Like, she's good, and I'm sure her buff does her wonders, but at the end of the day, like, you have to go out of your way, or for someone to go out of their way to come to you or you to them, to fully, like, utilize her. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, you could be like, oh, but she's such a good kiter, but, like, is she really, bro? Like, how good of a kiter are you to pull off a heal? When a lot of these hunters, like, run, like, fast, like, pallet break, or, like, have abilities that go over pallets to just chip you to death, you know what I mean? Maybe it's like this, honestly. I think it, boom, there you go, that's better. And, like, Explorer's good. I put Explorer down here. I mean, he's good, but you have all these factors. You're praying to God you don't get found. You're praying to God your team doesn't kite into you. It notifies you when you find a page. Like, yeah, you get it off, but, like, it's just better alternatives. And then Mind's Eye, like, I don't know, bro. You have to be the GOAT. Either the hunter's, like, brain rotted to the max, right? Like, he's watched so many skibidi toilet videos to where his shit turned into mush. For you to, like, 5 Cypher kite him as Mind's Eye, because there's no way. There's no way, right? Like, all she does is decode, that's it. And you can be like, oh yeah, but she can pop stick to slow, but, like, is that it, really? Is that your hype man? Like, go ahead, player. Like, sure, she can be good at decoding if you're not found, but, like, there are other better alternatives, and there's just more use to other people than Mind's Eye. Like, at that point, you can sacrifice some of your decoding to extend your, like, your teammates' like kite, or to do something to extend your own kite. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, all she does is decode, and then maybe, like, out the hunter for everybody, but, like, you've seen the way your teammates play, dude. Like, come on, does it really matter if you know what the hunter is? Well, it does, obviously, but, like, what's the probability of you making full use of that information? I don't know. I think this is fair. I think this is completely fair. Like, because you're so low doesn't mean they're dog shit. Right? I'm just saying that there's more uses to these characters than the others.
I don't know, I'm seeing what people are writing, and I feel like a lot of them are tripping.
Like, this is fair, dude. This is fair.
This is a good tier list.
This is a fair tier list.
I don't know. You guys saying Mech needs to be lower? You guys are all tripping.
No, Mech's good.
Mech's good.
Mech's good. But she's not the best. You know what I mean? You could be like, oh yeah, Prisoner's better than Mech. Okay, she might be, but at the end of the day, she's still in the same tier. Because there are other people who could do her job better, bro.
Postman does not need to be lower. I don't know why you keep saying that.
You guys can't knock down Postman. He's actually, like, goated, though. Postman's good! He's good! He's good! I'm forever hating on the Mech. No! You can't hate on this! This is fair. This is a fair tier list. It doesn't matter if this is higher than this. At the end of the day, they're still in the same category. That these perform better than these because these have more options than these.
I think Barry just hates mech.
You guys are just saying this shit because you're haters. Yeah, like.
Yeah, I think you guys are all haters.
You guys are just haters. You guys are actual just haters. It's not because of their skill or their ability. It's because of the character. Because you're goddamn haters. You're haters.
We're not saying it based off players. We're saying it based off the character itself. You know. Yes, Postman does 10 times more than a novelist will ever do.
Yeah, because novelists like, oh, Postman can't stun. Postman can't stun. Okay. Postman gives the first kiter a letter to kite better, to vault faster, to move faster. He gets a letter to decode faster. That affects gate at the beginning of the game if you wanted it. Like, it's there. He has options. He has options. That's why he's good. You can tell you where a
dungeon is. You can get permanent vaulting.
See?
You can get speed boost. You have a slow for your dog.
It's options. Novelist does not give you that many options if you put them on par. This is options, bro. This is options. I guess my tier list is based on like options, you know? I like options. I like having more than one opportunity to do something. I
like your thing. Like B tier is all niche characters. I agree.
They're not bad.
They're
good.
all niche characters.
Because hey, I'm not gonna be like some guys like, oh, because they're so low, they're dog. Like, no, they're all good in their own respective thing, but some of them just fare better than others.
If we're going over that, I would say Mind's Eye's higher because a lot of people are better at kiting at Mind's Eye for some reason.
And Cowboy over Patient? Yes. Because Cowboy can do more than Patient. Yeah, Patient, sure, he has hooks. He only gets 3 of them, though. Cowboy has more than 3 opportunities to do what he wants to do, whether that be kiting, rescuing, or harassing. You can't harass as a Patient, right? And, like, maybe some of these are off, for sure, but at the end of the day, they're in the same tier. So it doesn't matter if, like, Psychologist is goated over, like, Gravekeeper. You know what I mean? I just put her up here because I think her heal, her literal global heal and ability to 3-Cypher Kite guaranteed is just stronger. That's just my personal opinion. But at the end of the day, they're all on equal terms of just being the best at, like, having options. I think your list is dog shit. Come on! There is no appeasing or winning with you guys.
I think you all are Postman haters.
Okay, bro.
I think everybody is a Postman hater, actually. Postman is perfectly fine.
Journalist, Prosper, and Anto, yes they are! Yes they are! They're insane! They are insane!
I'm not biased because I play Postman. I know where he stands because I play Postman. If I was biased, I would say Postman's S tier. That would be me being biased.
Dude, these they're in their respective positions. I can't with you guys. I can't. I'm gonna choke you all, each and every one of you. No, you can't. You cannot make fun of me. No one can literally make fun of me for this shit. It makes sense. This makes sense. This isn't. I have the qualifications. I'm qualified. I have a master's degree in IDV. There's no fucking way. Explain the fucking mech one for me and I'll leave you alone. Okay, we did the explanation. If you guys want to leave now, I'm just gonna cover over your questions. Mech is good because her bot is good, okay? It's good, it's solid. It does what it's supposed to do. It's good, yes, she's good. It's good. Where would you post her? C? Why would you post her C? Her doll is actually good. It's an extra set of hands for you to decode. If you mess up the kite, you have your bot out there to pick it up for you. That's just an extra set of hands. Night, Diggers. What's your second option? Okay. Let's say... Okay, give me another character. Give me another character you don't agree with. Give me another character you don't agree with. With an item. With an item.
Well, that's also BS. You're saying, oh, once Mech Bot is gone, she's useless? That's every single character on this list, then.
Well, that was gonna be my point. I was gonna let them pick something and be like, okay... Like, you could say that about Forward. His entire ball's gone. Used it at the beginning of the game. He's useless. Yeah, bro. Like, you can say things... Same with Batter, same with Capitalist, same with Patient. It's how you utilize it. It's how you utilize it. That's why she's not higher. Because it's easier to utilize their abilities compared to hers. Like, if you get it out, congrats, bro. You basically get a guaranteed tie. You get a guaranteed tie. If you don't, it's the same way if you just fucking pop all the Forward ball, pop both the Gravekeeper shovels. They're fucking useless. You could just get an item. Like, you can make that argument on anybody. I don't know. She's good. She's not the best. That's why she's lower, but she's good. There are just better alternatives. Like, I'm not gonna knock down a character because, you know, if I, oh, what if this situation? Okay, it's every character. If we like, bro, it doesn't even matter. If you're God's greatest kiter, it doesn't even matter on the tier if you're just good at kiting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is just like, to what extent can you use their abilities? Oh, my cat's in front of the chat. Hold on. Ah, stop. Here, play with this. Let me get it for you. Let me get it. Shh. Come here. No! Come here. Go. It's over there. I dropped it over there. Hello, Raid. Welcome. What's up? You here to check out this tier list? Much love. Thank you for the raid. Mwah.
Again, if you're saying it based off their item, Forward is not a character then. Forward's whole character is that he has football. That's what makes him good. You could say that for every character.
Like, they're all good, dude. But again, like, some are just better than others. And I feel, in my experience, these characters fare better than these, than these, than these. And that's, like, bro, you see me play this shit every day, religiously, 2 to 4 hours a day. You know, like, sometimes I'll do 6 hours. I think it's fair, right? I'm probably not entirely right. I'm not saying I am. But I think this is the fairest tier list. Here, because I know some of you guys are, so, niche. What do we say S? Goats. Solid. We'll call them solid. Meh. Is it fair? Is everyone happy? Is this good? Prosp is S. He is S. He has a rechargeable ability. Prosp is S. It's S. He's S. He's S. He's always gonna be S. He's S. He's nutty. He's broken. Well, I wouldn't say he's broken now. They actually nerfed him, but like he's still good. He has so much to his kit. It just works well, and that's why he's S. Like, he's S. You might not think he's S, but I feel he's S because of, like, how much potential this character has, right? He has potential. A lot of it. opinion is wrong. No, dude, they're saying they are hating. They're fucking hating solely because they hate the character. That's it. That's it. They don't care. They don't care. You don't care. Don't act like you care. Stop, Cat. What are you doing here?
Bro,
Get
a
outta here.
Koa tier list is completely different than this tier list. Because in Koa, you have a 4-man. This isn't based off if you have a 4-man with comms.
Like, if you want me to do a Koa Com tier list, I'll do it, bro. That's gonna be far different, like... That's just gonna be far different. But this is like a neutral, like a neutral, you wanna be useful to your team, solo team kind of list, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll fair Psycho better than Lawyer, but in a team, like, I feel like Lawyer would topple Psycho, because you just have comms and your team can rotate. And rotations is one of the, like, it's literally one of the strongest things in the game. Because if you rotate and the hunter can't grab you, then you just lose. Hi, fam. Hi. Hi, fam. Hi. It's niche. It's niche. Solid slash good. I'm not even gonna put, like, good, because they're all good. They just have their own respective, like, use. This is neutral. This is solid. This is good. If you want, like, a rank tier list, it's gonna be different. It's definitely gonna be different. If you want, like, and I'm talking, like, hard competitive rank. I'm not talking solo quick match rank. Solo duo rank, you know what I mean? I'm talking, this is just, like, a solid neutral list. And I would, like, if I was just a hunter main too, like, if I was solely, like, I don't know.
Solo would be different too.
I mean, yeah, solo would be different too, but I mean, like, it's just casual
if you're doing
rank.
solo, I say Anti or Enchantress would be number 1 for solo queue.
Enchanty? I don't know.
If you're solo queuing for yourself.
Bro. I don't know.
I would
if
say
I'm
like, those
solo
characters
queuing for
would be higher.
myself, I would, like, because I don't play a lot of Enchantress, right? This is based on the, like, the use and the utility again for me. But, like, if it was a solo, I don't know. Because I don't play Enchantress, so I couldn't post it any higher. Because I think she's good in other people's hands, just not mine.
Bro, you guys are all tripping. Again, I can't with this Postman hate.
Dude, they're just hating Postman!
Damn, I can't do it with this Postman
Look,
hate. You guys are all tripping.
He is good. Whether you like it or not, he is good.
He is good.
He is good. He is good.
He is literally good.
He is solid. He has options. He gives his team buffs. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Say, is this a good neutral tier list? Say.
Sayro's in here. Say, is this a solid neutral tier list? Now, this is in terms of, like, utility and how you would benefit your team. This is fair, right? This is fair. No, this is more so like... Posty is good. He's good. You can put him on any team comp, bro. He's good. Solely because the buffs are just good. The buffs are good. The buffs he offers are good. Say get in here. Get in here. Get in the chat. Get in the call. We're talking about this now. We're talking about this now. Get in this call.
For say.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
Hold on. Okay. Okay. Sayro is here, chat. If you don't know who Sayro is, she is one of my good friends. Can I tell them what you do?
Good
Or no?
friends?
Is that legal?
Yeah, you can,
We're
you, 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 can tell, you can tell them what I do.
Okay,
It's
this is
fine.
one of my good friends. She likes to pretend we're not friends, but we're friends. If she doesn't know we're friends, she'll find out soon. But she is the current coach for Omni, right? She's a season a billion. I don't know. I don't really care, but I know she plays this religiously, right? She's friends with multiple high tiers. She's friends with my other good friend Alex, who I love very much. God bless. All right. So I hold her opinion to somewhat high regards, I guess. Sometimes her ego gets in the way a little bit, somewhat. Sometimes her ego gets in the way, and I hate her for it. But she can be fair sometimes. Sometimes.
Okay.
So
my major question about this is like, what is this team? What is this like in reference to? Is this like tournament? Is this like just rank in general? Like, if you play this character, you're gonna have a good time or you're gonna have a bad time type of thing?
No, this is more so like, it's hard because like everyone's like making a different thing, and now I don't even know what it is anymore. But okay, so I put people up here because of like my experiences, right? As a hunter, as a survivor, and like word of mouth, right? Right? And then so I base it on like oh, like they're good because, you know, in rank, but they also have a use and a utility for their team, right? So you could probably like, you could take this list into rank if you really wanted to.
It definitely looks more like a rank tier list in certain senses. The one thing, like, obviously there's characters that can go up and down specifically for rank. So Journalist shouldn't be that high. She should be in the solid tier list strictly because she's a very solid rescuer. It's kind of hard to fail rescues as Journalist sometimes. So like she's just a very solid character. Her utility usage is a little bit on the lower side strictly because if you walk in solo, no one's gonna fucking care. You know what I mean? Even if you walk in a team, you'd rather have an antique support you than a Journalist type of thing. You know?
Right. Okay.
So
now
for that reason, like, I don't agree with Journalists being like top.
Shut up, cat. Okay, so reason why I put Journalist up here is like the fact that not only she gets a guaranteed rescue, but and like the length of the rescue is far, but she can utilize those little boys to give her a speed boost, a body block for people. Like, we've seen it happen all the time. This is just my opinion. I'm pretty sure Antiquarian is definitely probably a lot better. Like, some of these positions are set, but at the end of the day, like, the utility they offer to their team, whether they're higher than the other, doesn't matter because they're all in the same tier. It's just good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
It's just in my opinion, right? If you compare every single character that's there to Journalist is just lower. Like by like a solid tier. You know, it's the same thing like the reason why you put Gravekeeper there is probably because you have Journalist above, right? Because Gravekeeper isn't as utilitable. Like, he can fail rescues pretty easily, you know? His kiting is kind of niche. It's gotten better, but it's not like a very solid you're guaranteed a kite, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing with like some of the characters that you put, they're in a good like area, but I think you move them up or down depending on very like select scenarios, you know?
Oh, like, give me an example.
Okay, well, Postman got a huge fucking nerf, right? But you can put him in a team and he'll be fine, you know? But it's not like he's guaranteed to kite, he's guaranteed to give amazing support, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but that's
Like,
that's for every character though.
No, but there's some of them that are better than others.
Like
yeah, for
that's why I said
it depends on what you're ranking this tier list off of. If you're saying, if I go into rank and I see this person in my team, are they gonna be a niche character, a solid character, or a really good character? You know, you see a postman and it's gonna be like on the niche side, you know?
I don't know. I put him in solid because there is no way he doesn't give you a buff any and every game. It's always guaranteed and it's always gonna be there. Right?
But the question is, how useful is that buff?
I mean, that just depends on the player, though. Then that would just depend on the player. Why did you put Cowboy on solid? He's good. He's good. He's solid. He's good. Good character. He's solid.
I don't think his nerf really means anything, not gonna lie.
His nerf, in a sense, kind of ruins him to a certain degree. Because it's just like, yeah, you can get the lasso, but it's still on a 10-second cooldown. And if you have a really, like any of the top, 50% of the hunters can fuck a Cowboy. Like genuinely. So it's 50-50 for Cowboy. You can think of him as solid or you can think of it as niche. It doesn't matter.
But this looks solid for the most part, right?
For the
Solid.
most part, yeah. There's
I'm
like,
not saying like all
like
these.
I said,
Okay.
there's some that can go up and down depending on the situation. Like obviously, like Wildling, for example, he's used hugely in round ones, but you don't want to walk into a rank match with a Wildling.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
if you see a Wildling, you want to pair him with Mechanic or Prisoner and shit like
Yeah.
that, and that's why he's in the niche category.
Yeah.
You know,
And, well, I put him in the niche category because like the positioning, like let's say like the positioning is always going to be random. There's no guarantee, right, for him to
yeah, you don't
maximize
know
his
who's on your
efficiency.
team.
Exactly. That's
That's
why
why I
he,
was saying this is like more like a rank type of thing, like where you walk into the match, this is what you want to see, this is what you don't want to see.
Okay, so what do you? Well, okay, well, yeah, I guess, yeah, that's fair. Someone asked, what do you think of Lawyer?
I think he's just kind of there. Again, it's the same thing as like putting a gardener on the team. It's the same thing as putting a perfumer on the team. He's there. His decoding is good, but it's not like he can fully defend himself. You know what I mean? There's certain characters that can literally just kill a lawyer like pretty fast. But at the same time, if you don't find him, he's very useful to the team. He has a lot of like decoding buffs. You know, he's great, especially like against those certain hunters. Like I don't know, because this is rank. If you get a Wu Chang, you know, like you want to see what he's doing at all times. Character like certain hunters like that, where it's very communicative based. So I believe in a 4-man team, he is very solid. But I think kind of in like duo queues or solo queue, he might be a little bit less. But he's still solid character, you know.
So at the end of the day, what would you rate my tier list out of 10?
I think I would give it like a solid 7.
Okay,
Huh?
never mind. Doesn't matter.
What's Hermit player?
It's a hermit player.
Yeah. No, like a lot of these are just kind of like it's kind of like you see it and you're like, yeah. Like obviously there's some that could go higher and lower because like personally when I see a batter in my match, I'm like, well, it could go either way. So I wouldn't like there's characters that are 50-50s, you know? It's either you're going to have a really good match with them or you're going to have a really bad match with them. That's why I don't agree with the term of like solid, you know? But that kind of goes for every character, you know? Perfumer misses a perfume, but you know, there's still a chance she can kite type of thing.
I think the biggest
But if
thing
a
that puts
character-
people off is just like the names on the side and the color. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I would assume so, but I'm just like thinking in my head of like SA, you know what I mean? Just to get around that
SA.
name.
Yeah, like S tier, then S
Okay,
minus,
but when
then
people
A
look,
tier, then A
when
minus.
people look at that shit, they're like, "Oh my god, these are the guaranteed." Ah,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
which is why I'm like thinking that this is like a if I go into a rank match, this is what I want to see, you know? Like yeah, I want to see a good Merc, I want to see an Antique, an Ento, you know, like I see these characters and I'm like, yeah, you know what, this is gonna be an okay game.
okay,
If I see the
everyone
ones
wants me to ask you about mech.
Oh, I love Mech. The problem with Mechanic is that while other people have gotten buffs, she has been consistently nerfed. Where she is kind of that niche, but if you pair her again with certain characters, Wildling, Forward, Batter, like she goes up a tier. Strictly because she makes up for other characters, what's it called? Their issues, I guess. She makes up for like the slow decoders and the people that can't get around the map as much to heal. You know, she has a lot of utility. But the problem with that is that we're in a state with IDV where the characters need to be self-sufficient. You know, they have to be able to do their own job and not rely on other people, and that's kind of why, not only with the buffs, but Mechanic has just fallen in general. I still think she's very good. She, like, if you play a good Mechanic, you can tie farm every single one of your games with no issue. You know? So I do agree with putting her in niche, but she can also be put into solid, you know?
Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah, I don't. Again, niche is only when like you expect, you know, people to be, and that's why they're niche. Postman, Postman, go ahead. Go Postman again, even though you literally just talked about like 2 seconds ago. Postman.
Yeah, no. Postman, I do not agree with being in solid, but that's just my thing, and it's strictly
No.
It's
I need you to rope.
Strictly because
Rush
he
rope
has
plus
been
ceiling
nerfed.
this round.
His
If-
nerf
if
doesn't
this-
even do anything.
It destroyed his decoding, right? So here's the thing, right? Putting Postman and Lawyer in the same section is bad. strictly because yes, Postman can give the vaulting buffs, which is huge, but Lawyer itself provides more decoding. If a Postman's not being chased, again, it's the same thing with Mechanic, where I said Mechanic makes up for other characters' faults. Postman does too. You know,
Okay, yeah, but Postman's a
he's
better
not like a full
kiter
support.
Yeah. Okay.
than
Well.
Lawyer.
Then
He gives more
Mechanic,
utility
So-
than Lawyer. He gives you dungeon location. You open gate faster. Like he
yeah,
can
but
make
here's
somebody
the thing,
else
right?
decode faster. Like
Where is that use in a 4-man team? First of all, second of all, where is that use when you have better characters?
this isn't
Like,
for a
it-
4-man
it's-
team though. If this was a 4-man
Yeah,
team, this
that's what
tier
I'm
list
saying,
would be
like,
completely different.
That's what I'm saying. It's very like I go into rank, I want to see this. I don't want to. I really don't care to see a Postman in my matches. Unfortunately, you know, like if I see a Postman in my match, I'm like, okay, a majority of hunters can counter him. His buffs are only useful for people that don't know how to really, kite 60 seconds. To be honest, like it helps. It could add maybe 10 seconds, maybe 20 to a kite,
That's a
but
lot
it's
of
not
time.
something that is it's not game changing. Is the issue.
Hey,
You know?
Okay, but if you give it to a good player, their kite is even more extended then.
Oh,
in
for
that
sure.
logic.
But that's the same thing as my reason with having batter in that tier is not a good thing is because it's a 50-50. It really depends on how it can be used, but at a basic line, it doesn't what's it called? It doesn't match up to the same tier as something like the other characters in the list, like a good like people using toy merchant catapults, people using dancer boxes, composers decoding, lawyers decoding, patient as a kiter, coordinator as a kiter. It just doesn't match up, which is why I think that the solid tier should be like mixed into two, where you have the upper half and the lower half, strictly because of those little discrepancies. Why'd you move garden?
I don't know why he did that.
Because
I
Moon
agree.
plays
The S badge
Gardener.
gardeners are really questionable in the server, but
Moon
it's
plays
not
Gardener.
that bad.
Moon plays Gardener. Sorry, bro.
Oh,
You picked the wrong character. I'll tell you. Where did I put her again?
I know.
It's like right here, right?
like I said, like there's certain ones that could go
It was
up
a
or
buff
down.
lucky guy.
I don't know. Again,
Yeah.
I just put Postman in there because he just offers a little more than Magician, Little Girl, and Lawyer. In my opinion,
No, I do agree. I
in
don't
my
think
experience, I just, even if it's
Say's
solo
literally agreeing with you.
with comms
Yeah.
or oh no,
Say's
this is
literally
no
agreeing with you.
stop. Let me. This is to the haters, all right, in the chat, okay. This is to the haters, okay. He is just higher. He offers a little more than the other characters.
Look, Say, I agree with you that if we had another tier in between niche and solid, I would put Postman in between.
Yeah,
Because we don't,
but we don't.
he's not that niche, is the issue. It's like, it's guaranteed you will get this letter. It's guaranteed unless you die, that's not my problem. But like, it's not a niche character. That's why I say solid.
There was a reason why he was taken out of competitive is because he lost a lot of his utility because he got nerfed, right? So I personally would put him and Magician and Little Girl all into niche, like just shove all those three down a peg. But at the same time, it's like if you walk into a match and you see a Postman, it's a 50-50. Like it really does not matter,
I mean, I feel like every character in the game is a 50-50.
Soon as in my experience,
Oh, for
Postman
sure,
has
but
died.
it's more of a 50-50.
Okay, but soon you haven't left.
I think every harasser in the game
you have
is a
not
50-50.
left Griffin in like
That's what I
10
was saying, like,
seasons.
well, I wouldn't say forward specifically. Like, yeah, depending on the player, obviously.
No, I think
if you
he's
get
the number
fucking
one
this person or this
50-50.
one. No, because here's the thing, right? You can think of it as a tournament as well, strictly because if you walk into a tournament, right, how often does a forward play well versus how often they play bad, and how often he gets used, right? He gets used in a very good sense. So if in a perfect world, right, where there's 4 people working together, how often can a forward get used compared to a batter? The forward gets used 10 times more, right? Which
I
is
agree
why
with you,
batter
yes.
should be the 50-50, right? It's the same thing as postman, right? In a perfect world, how often can postman enhance a match, right? It's very it's a very small little section where he can really improve a match, but at the same time he can completely destroy a match, you know?
Okay.
I agree with you.
Okay, they're asking about Puppeteer now.
Oh, he's great. It's the same thing that perfumer has. It's like if you don't hit the perfume, it's a problem. for him, you have to use it like perfumes and just try and use it instantly. There has been sections where he has been used on a suicide build with Tide to become a rescuer, which I do think is a very fun way to play him. I don't think he's super good. I don't think he's super bad. So the niche category works, you know?
So, in essence, is this the best tier list? And I paid you good money,
There's
so keep that in mind.
there's some improvements, some things that could be fixed, but yeah,
God,
it's
I
really
hate you,
good. It's
God.
pretty decent.
No.
I do agree with this in terms of like a walk into
Is
rank. This is
this
what you want
the
to say?
best?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. I'm gonna get my 500 worth.
Am I am
Okay.
I am I gonna be taken to the island now? Oh no.
All right, that's it. That's all you get. Happy? Is everyone happy? It's a good tier list. This is not the funniest tier list. This isn't the funniest. It's good. It's a good tier list.
I would say Mind's Eye is the worst survivor in the game. I would say yes.
I think so as well.
Okay, what do
I'm
you?
glad that they
Okay, yeah,
I'm glad that
actually,
they like buffed Doctor though. It's not that big, but like, it's
it's
nice.
fun for sure. It's good. It's a good list. It's a solid list. It's fair. That's what I want the list to be. Fair. All right. It's not some bullshit list. It's fair.
When I walk into rank, this is what I want to see. That's literally
So,
what the list
so
is.
when you queue the fuck up with me, you
Well,
better
make sure to play
you
Mind's Eye
better
every game.
you better know who to fucking lock in. Okay. It's
Okay,
not
Mind's
fair.
Eye, I got it.
It's
I'm ready.
fair.
I'm ready.
Okay, we're done.
Oh, no.
All right, that's it. Then I'll do a Hunter one second session.
His Hunter one's gonna be so biased.
That one's gonna be hard.
Oh,
That one's gonna be
no.
hard.
It's gonna be
Hunter's
so
gonna be
biased.
very hard.
Wheel Feaster.
Nah,
at the
Wheel
go-to
is
category,
F, bro.
and then
Wheel
there's
is
no
so
one
bad,
solid,
bro.
No,
and
bro.
then Niche is just gonna be everyone else, and then Hermit.
Well, the issue is that every hunter really is niche. That's the issue.
It's just hard
There's
to
a lot
gauge
of like
for sure.
ones that you can put as solid because I think the difference is for Survivor, solid is considered a winning condition, whereas Hunter, solid is considered a tying position. Like I feel like that's like the big like difference.
Well, the issue is
Because
that
like
the
you,
most solid character then is Anne. That has to be the most
yeah,
solid
no, because
character.
Anne is solid. She gets used
She's so
almost. She was getting
stupid.
used almost consistently. Even in rank, you get an Anne, and you're like, well, it's a tie.
It's a draw,
You
right?
know.
It used to be BQ, but that changed.
Well, when I see a BQ in my match and I'm playing Prospector, she kind of
Oh.
goes into that.
Hey, as long as you have flywheel, there's a
Lucky
chance.
add a little like a little section on a hunter category called little bitch that needs
Okay,
specific
I'm
characters
not
to counter
doing
other
that.
characters.
I'm not doing
No, I'm just
that.
kidding.
All right, we're
Okay,
all
but at the
happy.
end of the tier list for Hunter, put Dead Hard and then put all the characters that lose against Dead Hard because of it.
We'll see. When we get to the second session, we'll see what happens. Okay.
Not even gonna be hunter player. You're just gonna
Oh,
put
we have
touches.
maintenance though. When are you gonna do it?
Oh, it's today's Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh
People were saying
shit.
it's supposed to be a 6-hour maintenance, which is crazy.
6 hours?
Yep, people
For
were saying that.
what?
I'll go look right now. I'm in a server where it tells me like everything.
All right, that's your tier list, guys.
Six
Love it or
hours
hate it, I'm
expected.
right. That's it. I'm right.
I'm right, I guess. I
Black
think it's a good
seed
tier
and
list. It's one of the better
colorful
ones.
My word is
movie
law.
buff treasure hunt.
I don't know though. I don't know. Kirishima's poster sucked, so I don't
Yeah,
know how I feel
well.
about it.
Composer? I mean, he's not that good anymore, but like, he's still there, He can
Wow.
get
No.
used.
Kirishima says it's in like F tier.
According
It
to
has
God
to be
King
true.
Kurashima, no.
It has to be true. It has to be.
Did he specify what his like tier
He's
list
Yeah,
like
was
it was
lower?
during
Like,
Koa, and it's when my leg died as.
Why are you doing this again?
Because we were getting into the Taka tier list, and I finally made one after like three maybe 4 years. And then we had Say's opinion, and now because you're a high tier and you're not dog shit at the game, and maybe you're okay, I guess. This is my tier list. Yeah, that's my tier list. There you go. Cat, stop. Come here. What do you think? What do you think? At a scale of 1 through 10, how good is this tier list?
Is this before the nerfs or after?
This is
Hermit
current.
player.
Current.
No, that's not when I go in rank I want to see. It's like... See, now I don't even know what it is anymore because you guys just changed my opinion.
Isn't it like solo rank?
It's not solo. I guess you could
Oh
take this
my
in a
God.
rank.
I think it's just the. I think it's just.
It's
the
solid,
character
right?
Kit, right?
Yeah,
It's
character
like-
kit. Yeah, there you go. Like,
Yeah.
how useful you could be if you were to take this character in a game.
I don't think Ento it's S tier.
Fuck you, kill yourself. I'll go
That's
fuck
my
what anyone
only-
says.
That's my only.
No, I've had my ass handed by Enta too many fucking times to say she's anything lower than S. Is Alex loud, by the way? Can you talk, Alex?
Hello, hello.
Oh,
I'm
you're
using my old mic.
Bro, you are so low. I gotta turn the fuck up, little bro.
I can turn myself up. If
Oh
you-
no, you can't even hear Alex on your stream.
Yeah, can you talk, like, bro? Turn yourself the fuck up.
Okay, hello, hello. Is
Loud.
it better? It should be louder. No, hello, hello.
I'll take it from here, bro. You can leave it at that.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Talk. Hold on, my cat's in the fucking way. All right, talk.
Hello, hello. Can you hear?
All right, that's a lot better.
Mic check one. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Found it.
I also think don't perfume. I think perfumer's not A tier. I think she's B tier. I think she has
She's
way too many
niche?
counters. Yeah, I think she has way too many counters.
I can agree with that, yeah. But I'm keeping her name. Oh, keep in mind, like, I also put them in like oh the best to like the not so best, but
That, yeah. I
okay,
figured that. I
okay,
figured
okay.
that.
Okay. She's like a lower end solid. She's okay, but you know, there's
Think-
better people than her.
Posty needs to go to Hermit Player.
I think you should.
No,
Postman?
Postman
No, wait,
is perfectly fine.
Wait. Where's Postman?
He's below.
Is it in
perfumer.
B?
Below perfume.
No.
No, he's in A. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
See! Oh my God!
Thank you, I
Woo!
appreciate it. Thank you, Alex.
No, Postman's really good. Postman's really good.
Thank you. Why is everyone
just
here
that
so
his players are
delusional?
It's just that his players are dogs sometimes.
No,
Yeah,
Postman's like
Postman's-
Postman's kit is insane, dude.
Thank you.
It's just I just feel like he's fine. It's just that his players, like, a lot of them can't.
Yeah,
fight.
no. Yeah, I mean,
You guys missed it. Everybody in
people
chat
that
was
play
being a
Postman-
hater.
people that play Postman are usually just Postman fan girls and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I guess I'm a fangirl, guys.
I also think in the current meta, Walden is solid.
Who's meta right now for Hunter?
I don't think Wildling. So reason why I put him in niche is because like I don't think he's bad. Like I've seen him pop off like pretty good, but like you have to rely pretty heavily on like positioning and shit. And if like
The thing is, you
Everyone
like
does.
if you play him as a harasser, you're just playing him wrong. But like he counters everything that's meta, and now with Gamekeeper being nerfed, he's so good. He counters Opera, he counters Ivy, he counters like Nightwatch, he counters Anne,
Does
he
he?
counters Bloody Queen. Yeah, like what you do? You get on your burr, and what is he gonna do? Like hit you? And what?
that's a pretty good argument. Yeah, you know, I was thinking more
Like,
of like what he could do for this
he just
team.
counters every character in the meta. Like you don't have to like harass with him. You just have to. He decodes faster than forward. He's just a rescuer with insane kite. It's just impossible to chase with any meta hunter.
Alright, I'll put him in solid. Put him in.
I think like right now in the current meta, like his kit is like a bit underwhelming, but he just counters the meta characters. He's even fine against Hermit, whatever.
Yeah, I'll put him in solid. High A. I'll put him mid A.
He's I don't know if he's better than.
I think higher than Weeping.
Better than Composer. Higher than Weeping.
Yeah, definitely
Well,
higher
no,
than Weeping.
Composer has to go in the Hermit player now because of Kuroshiro.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Of
what I
course.
said.
I didn't
So
mean
yeah,
to-
please put him there.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fight for composer rights. But He's
Also, I
somewhere
think-
up there.
He says his law.
Guys, is just Mirror Puppeteer just bad?
He's
I
okay.
said, but Say said it was good.
He's good at wasting.
Say and
He's
Lucky
literally
said he
good
was
at wasting your fucking time. But if you don't chase him, he's not very good at all. Like, I
that?
know Fem didn't just fucking leave.
Yeah, it was Mishka.
No fucking
Is
way.
Novelist also bad?
Novelist? I think he's pretty fucking niche. Like, he's insane harass, but if you don't get to that point, like, what good are you really there for? I don't think he's bad. I just
Wait, why is Aeroplane still niche? I just realized.
He got nerfed.
To what?
His
Did he
dashes
get
aren't
nerfed
as long.
again?
His dashes
Again?
aren't.
I still think I just don't think he's popping off.
Wait, so he didn't get nerfed again? He's just the previous nerf.
Yeah,
Okay, he's S tier. No,
he's S tier.
He's S tier.
He's
He's S tier.
he's
There's
good
no
with
way.
the sauce.
Yes.
No
yes.
way.
He's like round
bro.
one. Nah, bro, you're tripping.
I
He
say
just-
he's a high A. I don't know about S tier though.
Nah, he's S tier,
What?
bro. There's no way, dude. He's like Merc with slightly less distance, but he has no decoding debuff. He decodes 2% faster. You're tripping if you think he's.
I'll put him in high A.
Sure, you can put him in high
High A, low
but
S.
he's also very consistent.
Miss the old novelist? Yeah, all troll as shit. Alright, what else? Go ahead. Oh, talk about mechanic. Everyone and their mom want to know mechanic. The Posty and Hermit player right now make me.
Mechanic is just niche.
Okay, so that's right. For the
Like,
for the most part.
Listen, listen. If this was an S, A, B, C, whatever F tier, maybe mechanic would be an A. But she's a niche character. Maybe she's just. She can be good.
So you have to understand, we started off as S, A, B, C, D, and then we kind of
Okay.
just like.
Okay. So here's the thing about mechanic. She can be an A tier or even. Okay, she can be an A tier, but she's a build around character.
Yeah, so she's niche.
Yeah, she's niche. No, I agree with that. With the mechanic one.
Interesting.
Anyways, on a scale
I
of
don't know,
1
this
to 10
looks-
overall, how would you
I
rate it?
think this looks great. The only maybe like they're like 50-50 is the perfumer one. It's like I don't know. I think novelist could potentially be in solid, and I also think journalist could be also in solid because journalist is not consistent. Like she is such an amazing character, but if you counter her, she's just like she's so easy to counter, and usually characters that are in S tier they don't really have a counter.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, would you rate it?
I think this is a decent tier, like a 9 or something.
Okay, so but on 1 through 10, like you can't be like, oh, it's decent. Like that's not a number, bro.
He said a
I said
9.
like a 9, like a 9.
Oh my God! Let's go!
Wait, we kind of popped off.
Say, give me a 7. Fuck that bitch.
10 if Posty was in Hermit player.
Okay, here. Are you happy? Are you fucking happy? It's there. It's in fucking Hermit player. You know what? Composer's there too.
Stop! Don't move my post, man.
Composer, sorry, bro. She just.
No,